Hey, this is Sergio Espinosa, your North Texas Realtor, and I love connecting with local businesses, especially women-owned businesses. And so I'm on right now with my buddy Destiny. And Destiny, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me your name and kind of your background and stuff, and just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, how you doing? My name is Destiny Wilborn. I am 28 years old. I'll be 29 in October. I am a talker. I am a joker. I love to play around and joke around with my family. I'm very outgoing. I'm hardworking and very determined.
Neat, neat. Okay, so now what inspired you? Because I know Destiny. I met you through ordering a T-shirt. I've met you online, and so I saw that you do T-shirts. And so what inspired you to start this T-shirt printing business?
Well, in January of this year, me and my son were in a bad car accident. A guy hit us head on, and I was out of work for a while. I couldn't do anything. I busted up my hand, my right
Oh,
hand, which is my dominant hand, pretty
okay.
bad to the point to where I couldn't use it at all. So I was just sitting at home thinking like, what can I do? I need to bring in something. I've always been the person that even though I have a significant other, I've always been the type I still have to bring in something. Like I can't just sit here.
Right.
I have to do something. So I
Sure.
just started Googling what are some things that I can do at home with one hand.
Yeah.
So I seen a lady, she was disabled and she was pressing shirts. And I
Okay.
was like, well, I could do that. I could buy a press where I could press down with one hand or use an iron. So I started with an iron at first.
Right.
And as I started building my hand back up, I started using a press where I could press down, which would help me grip and also press to use my hand. So I just started making shirts. I started in February and I did my son's shirts for his birthday and I just kept going from there.
Oh,
I started
neat.
making shirts for my family and then all of a sudden I was like, I could start making shirts for anybody. And
Right.
that's what I started doing.
Right. And so you posted something online. I guess that's how you and I met, right? Because
Yes, I
I
posted a flyer online.
posted on Flyer, and yeah, I don't know how the socials work, but it's incredible because I was just poking around one night and going, man, I really would love a little T-shirt designed and stuff, and I had something in mind, and I'll show
Mm.
you in a second what you designed for me, which is really cool. Now, my other question is, so how long have you been doing this, and how long have you been in business?
So far, 6 months.
6 months. Okay, cool. All right, that's exciting. So, what kind of products do you create besides T-shirts, or are you mainly T-shirts right now?
Right now, I am mainly t-shirts, and I'm working on hoodies since it's coming around to that
Yeah.
winter time, that
Right.
cool time.
Right.
And I'm also starting to work with glass tumblers,
Oh, okay. Glass
and I'm
tumbler.
trying to add shorts as well.
Okay, okay. So glass tumblers, you're talking about like a cup, but glass. Is that what you mean?
Yes, sir. Something
Oh,
like this. Let me show you.
yeah.
Glass like this, but
Oh,
it'll be smooth, like clear glass, and I have the designs on the outside.
oh, neat, neat. Okay, okay. All right. So, what has been one of your favorite projects you've ever worked on?
I would say your project because with your project, it was my first time ever having to use a QR code.
Oh, okay.
And I love things that make me have to pick my brain. And that was something that made me have to actually pick my brain on finding the QR that I know that I could use and we
Right.
could print it and it would actually work when somebody goes and scan it.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate for you the power of your design. So what does my T-shirt say here? It says
Blink
blink.
if you need a realtor.
Right. Right. If you need a realtor, blink. Right. And then it's got the where is it? Right here.
Right
It's
there,
got
yeah.
here, and then on the back, I forget what it says. Something about leading you
The
home.
Sosa Life leading you home.
Sosa Life, right? But that Sosa Life is like my little tagline. But it says leading you home and stuff. And so I sent you that, and I sent you my Blink card with to create the QR code, and then
Hmm.
in a day you had the thing designed, and I couldn't believe how quickly because I was thinking it was going to take you a couple weeks or whatever, but it didn't. It didn't. And then I asked you, hey, can you do this in 4 or 5 different colors? And you're like, bam. bam, and then I remember you said, well, where did I meet you? And I said, well, I'm over here and you're over here. I'm in Plano, you're in Mesquite. Can we meet somewhere in the middle? And we met somewhere over there off of Garland Road in Arboretum,
Hmm.
near White Rock. So that was really, really, really cool. I mean, that was really, really, really neat. Now, tell me what motivates you every day to keep growing your business?
Um, I guess just seeing the great feedback that I get from my customers. Like, I have one, my friend Cynthia,
Mhm.
we've been friends for a while. I started making shirts for her kids.
Right?
She would send me like a basic little plain little image. She'll say, "Hey, can you make this?" And I'm like, "Yes." You don't want me to add anything? She's like, "No, you don't have to. Just something like that." But
Yeah.
me being me, I'm always extra.
Right.
I told her I can't just do that to my niece and nephew like that. So I always take something, like if she sends me a picture, I recreate it and then I add more to it to make it more lively.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, so here's another question. What do you enjoy most about being a woman entrepreneur?
I love the fact that nowadays they try to say that it's hard for a woman to run a business, take care of home, and take care of herself.
Right?
At first, it was hard trying to manage everything and get everything going and started. But once I got everything going, it's pretty easy.
Right.
And I like taking on the challenge of somebody telling me no or I can't do something. The one that challenges it and lets you know that I can do it and I'm not going to back down. I'm going to step up and I'm going to finish the job.
That's great. That's great. I love that. I love that. Now, tell me, what are some of the biggest challenges you think you've overcome as a business owner? Can you think of any challenges in these 6 or 8 months that you've been in business, or have you come across any challenges yet?
So right now, one of my challenges is trying to keep myself motivated and letting myself know that I'm not going to always be busy.
Right.
That sometimes there are going to be slow days or
Yeah.
slow weeks or slow months, but don't give up.
Yeah. Don't give up. Yeah, no, exactly. I relate that in the real estate business. Okay, as a realtor, I don't get paid until I close on something. I don't get paid
Hmm.
to either sell a house or buy a house, help somebody sell or buy or lease or commercial property. So it's a long game, and
Yeah,
sometimes weeks before something happens, and then boom, something actually happens, and it's exciting. But I've got to manage the budget because I've got obviously a household to feed and
right.
a mortgage to pay, and to help with my wife and stuff. And I love food. I love to eat. You know what I mean?
Same.
So I got to balance all that and stuff. Now, tell me about if someone has never ordered custom shirts from you before. How does the process work? Walk me through how that works.
So I have an Instagram and I also have a Facebook page.
Okay.
Um, These Customs Tees is my Instagram, and
Okay.
my Facebook is These Custom Tees. I know it sounds so similar. The
Yeah.
only difference is my Instagram has a S with the customs, and my Facebook does not have the S.
Okay. Okay.
They have the same pictures on there. You'll know that it's me, I promise.
Okay. Cool.
But you
Cool.
can go on either one, send me a message. You can send, if you have an image of what you're looking for, you
Yeah.
can send that and just say, "Hey, I want you to add, this and this to this. Can you do that for me?" And if
Right.
I need to set up a meet with you, like on the phone or something, we can discuss like a perfect time to sit
Yeah.
down and, get on the phone and talk if we
Yeah.
have to. If not, I can do everything through text message and I always send samples.
Okay.
I never ever print without having the customer's approval.
Smart. That's smart. That's good. That's good. There's no waste or anything there. Okay.
Right.
So you work with like small businesses, with schools, with churches. I mean, or is there anybody that you work with I'm just trying to give people an idea, because it could be somebody just out there going, man, I don't know, I got a t-ball team, and maybe I want some t-shirts made or whatever. Would you do that for a
I
team?
work with everybody.
Everybody.
Anything you can possibly think of. It could be just a single shirt like one of these if you just want a Super Mario shirt.
Yeah,
If family reunions, I do family reunions. I do football teams, basketball teams, soccer teams. I will even do cricket if anybody is out here looking. I am willing to work with any and everybody.
that's cool. In fact, that reminds me. Remember the World Cup? My wife and I, we had you make a little shirt for our great nephew, and he just
Yes.
born a year ago or so, and so he needed a toddler size, and we couldn't find a toddler size with the Uruguay logo, and you created that for us. You know, we gave you kind of a sample, and then boom, again, you were just like right there, Johnny, on the spot. That was really really cool. You know, so I appreciate that. Now,
No
what did
problem.
what advice would you give someone who's thinking about starting their own business? What advice based on what you learned in these few months?
Always take the advice. Keep an open mind and never give up.
Okay.
Business will be slow sometimes, but do not give up. Keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Good. Good. I can just keep moving on, pressing on. All right.
Keep
So
going. Yes.
my last question is what's next for your company? Is there you have any exciting projects or goals on the horizon? What you know?
Well, I really want to get those glass tumblers in as soon as possible. So really that's probably my next project is
Okay.
starting on the glass tumblers and introducing those onto my page. And I'm also working on a website that I will hopefully have open next week. And I will be adding all of my new stuff on there as well. And that'll be a way for people to also go on there and purchase a shirt or a tumbler or whatever else I decide to add on there.
Neat, neat. So just so I understand, the tumbler is it glass or plastic? Like how heavy is it?
Glass.
Glass.
Um,
I mean,
not too heavy.
okay.
I maybe a pound. I
Okay.
really don't know. Not too. I know it's not that heavy.
Okay. Okay. Neat. Neat. Well, I really, really appreciate the time that you spent with me. You know, Destiny, it's been such a blessing that we came together. One of the fun things that I realized when I connected with you, and I don't know how it came out, that I know your mom, you know, and I don't know how we put two and two together that I had helped your mom many, many years ago when she was looking for a rental in Mesquite. And I don't know if you mentioned my name to her or how do you remember how that happened?
So when I seen your message, I screenshotted your name, and it wasn't even just to ask her, "Hey, do you know this person?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got an order from somebody. I don't know who he is, but we're gonna see if this works out." And she looked at your name and she was like, "That's Mr. Sergio. I know him."
Oh,
And she told me she was the one that told me that you helped out with them looking for a rental house once before. And I was like, well, what a small world.
no, I know. When you said that, I couldn't believe, you know. And then obviously I texted your mom, going, "You're not going to believe this." You said, "Oh, I know. I just talked to my daughter." You know, so it's just a small world, and it just goes to show you that the neat thing about social media. You know, there's so much negativity out there about
Oh, yes.
crud and stuff. But this is why I do this. I love connecting with small business people. I love connecting with obviously with women owned businesses because I think a lady brings a different perspective to the table. You know how to maintain not only a house and you've got a little boy. You said right?
Yes, sir. He's 7 years old, starting
You're
second grade.
neat, neat. So you're a mom, you're a business owner, you got plates that you know how to spin, and I love showcasing that. I love connecting with small businesses and anyway, so I really, really appreciate the time you spent with me. And I'm gonna when I post this, I'm gonna post, how to get in touch with you, how people can order from you and stuff. And then we'll see where this goes. Hopefully, I know that I'm going to be ordering some more stuff. I ordered another shirt for an uncle of mine, a 4X.
Yes.
So she goes all the gamut as far as the size. Okay, so don't think that it's just that you're large and extra large. I mean, I have my uncle down in Uruguay. He's a pretty big dude, and so I said, "Can you get a 4X?" And she said, "Oh yeah, no problem."
Yes,
But
sir.
you go all the way down to a toddler as well. So,
Yes, sir, I can.
well, I really, really appreciate it, Destiny. Hope you have a wonderful.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And you as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right, we'll see you. All right, bye
All
bye.
right. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye.